Namaste, dear students. Today we are going to learn about a new chapter named Ratio and Proportion. How this ratio is used, why this ratio is used, and what is the meaning of proportion. All these things we will learn through this chapter. First of all, ratio is used for comparing two quantities. To compare two quantities, which one is bigger, which one is smaller, like that. When we want to compare two quantities, we are using the concept of ratio. We can compare two quantities, for example, length of two quantities, weight of two quantities, etc., by subtracting it. Suppose this is a rod of length 5 centimeter. This is a rod of length 10 centimeter. So we can compare the length. This one is more long than the first one. So this is short, this is long. So how much long? We can compare them by subtracting 10 minus 5 is equal to 5 centimeter. This second rod is 5 centimeter longer than the first one. So by uh, subtracting this, we can compare. Similarly, this is the weight. This is a metal of 500 kg, and this is another having 400 kg. Another metal having 400 kg. So which one is having more weight? Obviously, the first metal shown here having more weight, 500 kg, and second one is having 400 kg. So by subtracting 500 minus 400, this one, the first one has 100 kg more weight than the second one. So like that, by subtracting here we can compare. And the ratio is not done by subtracting. Consider another example. Here this is a picture of a tree. It has a height of 10 meter. Here it is a small plant having a height of 20 centimeter. So we want to compare this. If you are subtracting, this is 20 centimeter and it is 10 meter. We subtracting, we will say that 20 minus 10 equal to 10. This one is bigger. Compare this. So let us see, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 10 meter is equal to 10 into 100 is equal to 1000 centimeter, and this is 20 centimeter. So this is the height of tree is 10 meter is written as 100 centimeter. Height of plant is equal to 20 centimeter. So for comparing this, if you subtract, it is not it is meaningless process if you subtract. So what we will do, we will divide. So ratio, we call it as ratio of the height is equal to, what is first height of the tree is 1000 centimeter divided by height of plant 20 centimeter. Now the both you see here, this unit is also in centimeter, this is also in centimeter. Both should be in the same unit. Then only we have to divide them. So when you divide 0 0 cutting, 2 ones are 2, 250. So we will write 50 divided by 1, or we can write it as 50 is to 1. So the ratio of the heights of the tree and the plant is 50 is to 1. The meaning is that the height of the uh, tree is 50 times the height of the plant. 50 multiplied by 1. If height of the plant is 1 centimeter, height of the tree will be 50 centimeter. If the height of the plant is 2 centimeter, 2 into 50, it will be 100 centimeter. That is 1 meter. Like that. So this is the ratio. So ratio we are writing like this: 50 is to these two dots you have to read as is to. How can you read this? 50 is to 50 is to 1. So this is how ratio is represented. So in the above example, we compared two quantities in terms of how many times. This comparison is known as ratio. We denote ratio using the symbol this. This is the symbol for ratio. 2 dot. If you write, you have to read it as ratio or is to. So symbol for ratio is 2 dots. So when you compare two quantities, I have already told they should be in the same. For example, uh, find the ratio of 50 kg to 100 gram. 50 kg and 100 gram. What is the ratio between 50 kg and 100 gram? Here you see, first one is in terms of kg, kilogram. Second one is in terms of gram. So we have to convert this kilogram into gram. How many grams make one kilogram? You know already, 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. Therefore, 50 kg is equal to 50 into 1000 is equal to 50,000 gram. Then the ratio is equal to 50,000 divided by 100. Two zeros are cancelled. The answer is 500 divided by 1. So we can write it as in the form of ratio 500 is to 1. So this is the ratio between 50 kg and 100 gram. So that's why I told you to write two terms by using ratio. Both should be in the same unit. If it is kg, that also should be kg. If it is gram, the second one also should be in terms of gram. So we have converted kilogram into gram. 1 kilogram equal to 1000 gram. 50 kilogram is equal to 50 into 1000. That is 50,000 gram. Then we have divided. Then we found the ratio. Here is another example. Example 2. In a class, there are 25 boys and 20 girls. Find the ratio between boys and girls. This is the first question. Second, find the ratio of boys to the total number of students. Third one, find the ratio of girls to the total number of students. So these are the three questions to be solved. Very easy. First of all, let us question number 1. Ratio between boys and girls. Boys, how many boys are there? 25. How many girls are there? 20. So let us write ratio between boys and girls is equal to, ratio means you have to divide 25 divided by 20. When we divide 25 and 20, we can cancel by which number? 25 and 20 can be cancelled by 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. So answer is 5 divided by 4. If you write in the form of ratio, it is 5 is to 4. So this is the ratio between boys and girls. Second one is find the ratio of boys to total number of students. So before that, you have to find out what is the total number of students. 25 boys are there, 20 girls are there. 25 plus 20, 45. So total number of students is equal to 25 plus 20 is equal to 45. Therefore, ratio of boys to the total number of students. So here first ask the ratio of boys. So number of boys should be written first. Then write the total number of students. Boys are 25. So it will be 25 divided by total number of students. Already we have found out 45. 25 and 45 we have to divide. Cancel. By which number we can cancel 25 and 45? Clearly 5 9s are 45. 5 5s are. So answer is 5 divided by 9, or in the ratio form 5 is to 9. So this is the ratio between boys and the total number of students. So boys is given first, so first number of boys should be written on the numerator, total number of students in the denominator. Cancelling, you will get 5 is to 9. Third one, ratio between girls to ratio of girls to total students. Ratio of girls to total students. Girls how many? 20. Total students 45. 20 divided by 45. By 5 cancel. 5 4s are 5 9s are equal to 4 by 9 is equal to 4 is to 9. Now look at here. If somebody asks you a question like this, find the ratio between rupees 50 and 5 kg. Can you find the ratio? Clearly, we can say we cannot find this because this is rupees, money, and that is weight. Both are different. The quantities can be compared only if they are in the same unit. I have rupees 10,000 with me. I have to divide this amount among three persons A, B, and C. There are three persons A, B, C. We have to divide in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 5. How much amount each will get? So the total amount is 10,000. This amount I have to divide among three persons A, B, and C. In the ratio is given as 1 is to 2 is to 5. So three numbers are there. So three ratios 1 is to 2 is to 5. Can you say who will get less amount and who will get most amount? Obviously 1, that is first person A will get less amount. Who will get most? 5, that is C will get a maximum amount. How we can do? You have to add this ratio. 1 plus 2 plus 5. 5 plus 2 7 plus 1 8. Sum of ratios is 1 plus 2 plus 5 8. Then 1 out of 8 is 1 by 8. 2 out of 8 is 2 by 8. 5 out of 8 is 5 by 8. All these fraction we multiply with 1000. So the amount A gets is equal to total amount is 10,000 into 1 divided by 8. 8 when you divide 8 and 10,000, 1,250 rupees. A will get 1,250 rupees. The amount B gets is equal to 10,000 into his part is 2 out of 8. 2 by 8. Again 8 divided by this is 1,250 into 2. 1,250 into 2 is equal to 2,500 rupees. Then the amount C gets is equal to 10,000 into 5. His C's part is 5. 5 by 8 is equal to 1250 into 5. 125 into 5 is equal to 6 to 5. 6,250 rupees. If you add all this, you will get 10,000. So each person will get C will get more amount 6,250. B will get 2,500 and A will get 1,250. If you want, you can check adding all this amount, you should get 10,000. The topic is equivalent ratios. When we call two ratios equivalent when. Here one example is 2 is to 3 and 4 is to 6. 2 is to 3 we can write as 2 by 3. 4 is to 6 we can write it as 4 by 6. And the ratio has a property. When you write a ratio in the fraction form, if it can be simplified, you have to simplify it. 4 by 6 again we can cancel. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. The answer is again 2 by 3. So this is also 2 by 3, this is also 2 by 3. Both ratios are equal. So if two ratios are equal, they are called equivalent ratios. If two ratios are equal, they are equivalent ratios. So here 2 is to 3 and 4 is to 6 are equivalent ratios. Now can you write 4 is to 6, two more equivalent ratios for 4 is to 6? How you can write 4 is to 6 can be written as 4 by 6. If you multiply into any number, same both the numerator and denominator, by any number you will get equivalent ratios. For example, if you multiply 4 2s are and 6 2s are, 4 2s are 8, 6 2s are 12, you will get 8 by 12. So 8 is to 12 is another equivalent ratio. If you multiply 4 into 3, 4 by 6 into 3 into 3, 4 3s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 12 by 18 or 12 is to 18 is another equivalent ratio. So like that, if you multiply both the numerator and denominator by any number, you will get equivalent ratios. Also you can divide 4 by 6. If you divide 4 by 6 by 2, 4 divided by 2, 2, 6 divided by 2, 3. That is also an equivalent ratio. So equivalent ratio, for getting equivalent ratio, either we can divide or multiply both numerator and denominator by any number. What I told already, we get equivalent ratios for a given ratio either by multiplying or by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by any number. So let us last we will do one example. Write 4 equivalent ratios for 3 is to 4. You have to write 4 equivalent ratios. 3 is to 4 we can write it as in the fraction 3 by 4. If you multiply into 2, 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 6 by 8. Again 3 by 4 into 3, you will get 9, 12, 9 by 12. 3 by 4 into 4, 4 into 4, 12, 16, 3 by 4 into 5 into 5, 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20. So all these are equivalent ratios. So we can write therefore 6 is to 8, then 9 is to 12, 12 is to 16, and 15 is to 20 are 4 equivalent ratios. There are many equivalent ratios. You may write any number, no need of writing 2 multiplying with 2, 3, 4, 5. You can multiply with any number. If it is possible, you can divide also. But here 3 and 4 we cannot divide by any number. So by multiplying, you have written equivalent ratios. So that is all for today. We will continue in the next class.